Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me for yet another wonderful lesson. Today's lesson will focus on how we can improve our reading or how you can improve your reading. Okay, so it's time for our lesson to begin. Please go ahead and feel free to join me here in the Hangout for this great lesson. Okay, it's just about time for us to begin our lesson, so please come on in and join me.
Me ha dicho el proyecto es una putada, ¿eh? No es por nada.
Okay. Hello, Eva. Welcome to class. How are you today?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing
I'm the
just
first student, no?
Yes, you are the first one in class today.
It's my first class.
Oh, really?
Yes, I'm a little nervous.
Well, no, yes, that's definitely understandable. But that's okay. I am very light. And my classes we tend to laugh a lot. We don't take ourselves too seriously, but we do try our best to practice some good English tech pronunciation and reading techniques. So we're gonna have fun today. Okay, so just take a deep breath. If you make a mistake, just laugh and we'll just try it again.
Okay, I try to laugh.
All right, very good. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
About myself.
Yes.
Well, I live in Spain, in Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
I need to speak English perfectly because I'm working in an international company.
Okay.
And I need to improve my English. It's for that it's my first class with you, and I suppose that it's not the last one.
No, well, we hope not. No, I like to have repeat students, and then that way that gives me a feel for where you are with your English, and then that way I can design lessons that are good for you, and that will help you to continue to improve.
Okay, thank you.
All right, very good. You're welcome. Great to have you here in class. And you'll find that your classmates are very helpful. All right, we'll have a lot of fun in class today.
Okay, perfect.
Good. Okay, great. Okay, and also I'd like to welcome Joao. Joao. Hello, Joao. Welcome to class.
Hello, teacher. Thanks. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. Great to have you back again, Joao.
Mhm.
So, Joao, how have you been? How are things with you, Joao?
Sorry.
How are things with
I'm
you?
fine.
Uh-huh.
I'm fine.
Good.
A sunny day today.
It's a sunny day today?
Yes.
Ah, well, good. That's nice. It's always nice to wake up to a sunny day.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very nice.
especially if it's during the week and you work and you have to leave the house. It's a lot better than waking up to a rainy day. I
Yes.
find it very difficult to get out of bed on a rainy day, especially if it's a little bit cold as well. Okay, very good, Joao. Great to have you back for a great lesson.
Thanks.
Okay. And I'd like to welcome Irina. Welcome back, Irina.
Glad to listen to you again.
Yes. Good, good. So we're going to take the things that we've learned from our last class, all right, and we're going to build upon that in this class. Okay, so very good. Great to have you back, Irina. All right. I'd also like to welcome Victor back to class. Hello, Victor.
Hi again, Carissa.
Hello again. All right, so are you ready for some more exercises?
Yes,
Okay, good, good. Okay.
I
And
think so.
yes, you think so. We'll see, but I believe that the answer to that is yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, very good. And we also have Cesare. Welcome back, Cesare.
Thanks. Hi, teacher.
Good. Okay, good. So we have some additions to our class this time. Okay, so that will make class a bit different and a bit more interesting as well. All right, I don't know why I am flashing like that. Let's see if I can. I think the sunlight is affecting me a little bit. Okay, very good. Yeah, that was actually better. Okay, so again, we're going to work on pronunciation today. All right, so I'm going to go back to our class description. Just kind of read that for you just a little bit there. Okay, so here, today we're going to work on reading. Okay, and with a focus now on reading lines from a couple of movies. I've got some lines from just a couple of movies. Not the whole movie, of course, but just a few sample lines. And also, I have some lines from a couple of plays. Okay, and so it looks like we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that should be good. That's perfect. Okay, so let's see. As time permits, okay, we're going to move through our lesson. Now, I am going to focus on clear pronunciation of your letters and your words. Okay, good. It looks like Heide has joined us. Hello, Heide. How are you today?
Hello, nice to see you.
Yes, great to have you again. Heide, very good. Great to have you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I was just explaining here that today our focus is going to be on clear reading, and I try to find fun ways to practice reading. Okay, so there are a few students that that just joined us for this hour. So I'm going to go back to something that we looked at in my last class, and just to get us warmed up a bit. Okay, so just give me 1 second. I'm going to move to that screen just a second. Okay, very good. So I've got it on the screen. Okay, so for those of you who were in my last class, just sit tight for a second. I just want to get the other students just right up to speed. Okay, I'm going to do a screen share, and what we're going to do, okay, we're just going to practice this one time, and it will help us in the following section. Okay, I'm going to ask Victor to model. Victor, can you read the paragraph for us? You've practiced it. All right, I'd like you to model it for the class. Okay, can you read that paragraph for me?
Okay. Our school is the best in the town. The teachers are friendly and very knowledgeable about English. I've studied at the school for 2 years and my English is becoming very good. I hope you will visit our school and try an English class. Maybe we can become friends.
Good. Okay, very good. Okay, so let me start with Joao. Joao, I'd like you to read the paragraph, and I'd like you to notice when you see words that are in bold, okay, those words are important words, okay? So you're going to put a little bit more stress on those. The ones that are in bold and in capital letters, those are very important, so you're going to add even a little bit more stress on those, just like you heard Victor do. Okay, go ahead, please, Joel.
Okay. Our school is the best in town. The teachers are friendly and very
knowledgeable. Very good.
About English, I have studied at the school for 2 years and my English is becoming very good. I hope you will visit our school and try an English class. Maybe we can become friends.
That was beautiful, Joao. Excellent job. Okay, let's have Heide. Heide, your turn. Please read that paragraph for me.
Okay. Our school is the best in town. The teachers are friendly and very knowledgeable about English. I've studied at school for 2 years and my English is becoming very good. I hope you will visit our school and try an English class. Maybe we can become friends too.
Good. That was excellent. Heide, good job. Okay, and finally, Ava, your turn, please.
Our school is the best in town. The teachers are friendly and very knowledgeable about English. I've studied at the school for 2 years and my English is becoming very good. I hope you will visit our school and try an English class. maybe we can become friends.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Everybody's getting off to a wonderful start. Very, very good. Okay. Now that we've got just a little bit of practice under our belts, I'm going to close this window out. Let's see, let me save the changes. Yep. I'm going to close that window out and we're going to look. Let me take this off. Okay, and now we're going to look at our scripts now, okay? First, we're going to start with just a couple of lines from a couple of movies that were popular, okay? Maybe you are all familiar or have seen the movie Forrest Gump, okay? And if you haven't, well, let me just ask everybody, has everyone seen the movie Forrest Gump?
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
my favorite.
Oh, okay, very good. All right. Okay, so here are just a couple of lines from the movie, okay? Okay, so and we just have, I just copied Forrest Gump, okay? So let's see. Someone said it was their favorite movie. Who said it was their favorite movie?
Me, Victor.
Victor. Okay, Victor. All right. Okay, so Victor, one of the most famous lines from the movie is the first one here. Can you read the first line for me?
Yeah. My mama always said, life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
That's right. Okay, now if you remember Forrest Gump was just a simple Southern man. Okay, so of course he spoke English, okay, but his English wasn't crisp and perfect. So you'll see words like mama and gonna, right? All right. And if you really listen to his accent, all right, it's very colorful. He says my mama because he's a little slow as well. So my mama always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Right. So he's really interesting to imitate. All right, and if you try to do that yourself, if you're quoting Forrest Gump, quote him with his accent, and that will add some fun to your English. Okay, very good. Okay, Cesare, I'd like you to
Yeah.
read the paragraph that follows.
All day, everything.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
Start from that day.
Okay. That day, for no particular reason, I decided to go for a little run. So I ran to the end of the road, and when I got there, I thought maybe I would run to the end of the town. And when I got there, I thought maybe I would just run across Rainbow Country, and figured since I ran this far, maybe I would just run across the great state of Alabama. And that's what I did. I ran clear across Alabama. For no particular reason, I just kept on going. I ran clear to the ocean. And when I got there, I figured since I would gone this far, I might as well turn around, just keep on going. When I got to another ocean, I figured since I would gone this far, I might as well just turn back, keep right on going.
Good. Okay, very good. Excellent job.
Yeah.
Okay, now one note that I'd like to one word that I'd like to have you repeat again is the word ocean.
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 There you go. Okay, excellent job. All right, now I'm going to challenge someone. Okay, so you've all seen the movie. Okay, would anyone like to volunteer to read it as Forrest Gump would have read it or would have said it? Can anyone try it with the Forrest Gump accent? All right, that might be asking a bit much. Okay, all right, good. Okay, so let's have okay, Irina. Irina, I'd like you to try to read the same paragraph. You don't have to worry about reading it with the Forrest Gump accent.
No, I can't read it like Forrest Gump.
The day for no particular reason, I decided to go for a little run.
I ran to the end of the road, and when I got there, I thought maybe I'd run to the end of town. And when I got there, I thought maybe I'd just run across Rainbow Country. And I figured since I ran this far, maybe I'd just run across the great state of Alabama. And that's what I did. I ran clear across Alabama for no particular just kept on going, ran clear to the ocean. And when I got there, I figured since I'd gone this far, I might as well turn around, just keep on going. When I got to another ocean, I figured since I've gone this far, I might as well just turn back.
Yes, excellent job. Uh-huh. So it's a little bit more challenging, all right, because there are a lot more words. Okay, and as I mentioned, because Forrest Gump was he was particular. He's a very interesting character. All right, so the next time you watch the movie, try to say some of the lines with him. Now I'm going to read it for you, and I'm going to give you my best Forrest Gump impression. Okay, so he said there. That day, for no particular reason, I decided to go for a little run. So I ran to the end of the road, and when I got there, I thought maybe I'd run to the end of to the end of town. And when I got there, I thought maybe I'd just run across Greenbow County. And I figured since I run this far, maybe I'd just run across the great state of Alabama. And that's what I did. I ran clear across Alabama. For no particular reason, I just kept on going. I ran clear to the ocean, and when I got there, I figured since I'd gone this far, I might as well turn around and just keep on going. When I got to another ocean, I figured since I'd gone this far, I might as well just turn back, keep right on going. Okay, so the next time you watch the movie, try to play around with the English just a little bit. It's actually fun, and you're going to end up laughing a lot. All right. So does anyone have any questions? Okay. Does anyone have any questions so far? Okay. All right, so if there are no questions, let's move on to our next passage. Okay, Miguel Angel has joined us. Welcome to class, Miguel Angel. Miguel Angel, thanks for joining us.
Thank you all to you.
Very good. Okay, let's move on. I've got a couple of lines from another popular movie. It was actually popular back in the 90s. I'm sorry? Okay. All right, so this movie was actually popular back in the 90s, okay? This is a movie called Sabrina, and it was an adaptation of an older movie called Sabrina. Okay, in this movie, Sabrina Fairchild was... Oh, and I just forgot the actress's name. Oh, I really like her too. The male actor was actually played by Harrison Ford. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's take a look at her opening lines. Okay, you'll see it. Actually, I'm going to maybe try to bring that up a little bit. Okay, so these are just her opening lines, and let's see if I'm trying to get it all on one little page there, but I'm not sure. All right, yeah, I think I got it. Okay, so right where it says first lines, and it says Sabrina. Okay, all right, very good. So let's see, let's have one of my female students. Okay, let's have, okay, who do we just have? Okay, okay, let's have Heide. Heide, can you read the Sabrina's line there for me, please?
Once upon a time, on the north shore of Long Island, not far from New York, there was a very, very large mansion, almost a castle, where there lived a family by the name of Larrabee. There was a servant inside the mansion, and a servant outside the mansion. Boatmen to tend the boat, and 6 crews of gardeners, 2 for the solarium. The rest of the grounds and 3 sergeants on the retainer. There were specialists for the indoor tennis court and the outdoor tennis court, the outdoor swimming pool and the indoor swimming pool. And over the garage, there lived a chauffeur by the name of Fairchild, imported from England years ago, together with a Rolls-Royce and a daughter named Sabrina.
Okay, very good. Okay, so the movie opens with this passage, okay? Anytime you hear or you read once upon a time, okay, you know that there's going to be some type of whimsical story. Okay, it's not going to be so serious. The theme of the movie is not going to be so serious. It is going to be interesting. Okay? All right, so let's see what we understood about this passage. Okay, I'm going to ask Cesare. Cesare, the passage mentions it mentions a family and a chauffeur and his daughter. Okay, can you tell me the name of the family, the chauffeur and his daughter?
Yeah. It says that the family is called the Larrabee, and there were chauffeur. Oh, you know what's that?
The chauffeur.
Chauffeur.
Okay. The chauffeur, the driver.
Yeah, which is called Fairchild. And yeah, and the daughter is Sabrina.
Very good. Okay. All right. Very good. And let's see, Victor. Victor, what can you tell me about the Larrabee family? Based on this passage, what can you tell me about them?
The family was very rich. They had something like a castle and many furniture inside and outside.
Okay, yes, very good.
Many servants,
many
workers, specialists.
Okay. Yep. And how many swimming pools did they have?
2, I think.
That's right.
One inside and one outside.
Right. Okay, so you're right. So you have very good reasons for saying that the Larrabee family was very, very rich. Okay, excellent job. Okay, great reading there. All right, I'm going to scroll down just a little bit. All right, now in the movie, Sabrina is a young sheltered woman, okay, and she spends most of her time watching the comings and goings of the Larrabee family. But her father sends her away. In the first movie, she goes to France. Actually, in the second movie, she goes to Paris. Yep, she goes to Paris. Okay, and Sabrina learns a lot. Okay, so there's a paragraph at the top of the screen, and I'm going to ask Eva. Eva, can you read that first paragraph for me, where it says Sabrina writing to her father?
Yes. I have learned how to live, how to be in the world and of the world, and not just to stand aside and watch. And I will never, never again run away from life, or from love either.
Okay, very good. So Eva, what is Sabrina saying here? What do you understand her to say here? What has she learned?
Good question. More or less, I think she learned not to run away something, no?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, what do you think she was running away from?
Don't know.
Okay. All right. Take a look at the last sentence. She says, "And I will never, never again."
Yes, maybe or from love, no?
Mm-hmm. So she's not going to run away from love again. And what else is she not? There's one more thing that she will not run away from ever again. That little word is hiding there. She says, I will never, never again run away from
life and
From
love.
life and love.
That's it. Okay. Yep. So she in the movie, and if you've had a chance to watch it, if not, I recommend the movie. So she spends so much time watching other people live life that she's not
Oh,
living her own life. Right?
okay.
So in the movie, she's actually running away from love and life, but she learns because she says, and I like Eva how you read, you stressed the capital words. You said how to be in the world and of the world. Mhm. Very good. Good job, Eva. Excellent job. Okay, now in the next passage, it's again from Sabrina. You'll see that one of the characters is Linus Larrabee. Linus Larrabee is the oldest or the eldest son of the family. There are two sons, Linus and David. Sabrina falls in love with David, but David is, we can say he chases women. That is his pastime. Okay, but he's charming and funny and witty, and so Sabrina is attracted to him. Linus, on the other hand, is very occupied with earning money. He's very dry. Okay, so I'm going to ask for two readers here. Okay, let's see. I'm going to ask for Miguel Angel. I'd like for you to read Linus Larrabee's part. Now, Miguel Angel, when I say that Linus Larrabee is dry, I mean he's pretty serious. Okay, so I should hear that when you're reading his lines. Okay? All right. And I'm going to ask Irina. Irina, I'm going to ask you to read Sabrina. Now, Sabrina is a bit younger, all right, but she because she's understanding a lot now, she speaks with understanding and an innocence. Okay? All right. So let's try the lines.
Listen, I work in the real world with real responsibilities.
I know you work in the real world, and you are very good at it, but that's work. Where do you live, Linus?
So, that really is a beautiful name. How did you get it?
My father's reading. It's in a poem.
Oh,
Sabrina Fair, listen, where thou art sitting under the glassy cool, translucent wave in twisted braids of lilies, knitting the loose train of the amber dropping hair. It's an incredible airplane. It's beautiful. I've never seen anything like it.
oh yes.
Don't you ever look out the window?
When do I have time?
What happened to all that time we saved taking the helicopter?
Okay, very good. Excellent job with your reading. Okay, now this is an interesting exchange. Okay, so Linus is trying to come out of his business world and into the real world that Sabrina's in. Okay, so there's a little hint of sarcasm there, both on Sabrina's part and Linus's part. Okay, you'll see the exchange here where she says, I know you work in the real world and you're really very good at it, but that's work. And she abruptly changes to, where do you live, Linus? Okay, and because she's kind of scolding him with this question, he quickly moves on. All right, your reading was very good, Miguel Angel and Irina. Okay, I'm going to ask Cesare. Cesare, I'm going to ask you to read Linus Larrabee's part this time, and I'm going to switch, and I'm going to ask Eva to read Sabrina's part this time. Okay, now listen to the notes I've made, and let's hear the reading again.
Okay. Listen, I work in the real world with real responsibilities.
I know you work in the real world and you are very good at it. But that's work. Where do you live, Linus?
So that really is a beautiful name. How did you get it?
My father's reading. It's in a poem.
Oh,
Sabrina Fair, listen where two are sitting under the glassy, cool, translucent wave in twisted braids of lilies knitting the loose train of the amber dropping hair. It's an incredible airplane. It's beautiful. I've never seen anything like it.
ah, yes.
Don't you ever look out the window?
When do we have time?
What happened to all that time we saved taking the helicopter?
Very good. Very good. All right. Wow, that was incredible reading, guys. Excellent job. All right. I'd like to go back up to Sabrina's part where she quotes the her father's poem. Okay. Now, you both did a very good job, both Irina and Eva, reading the poem. All right. Now listen to it again. Sabrina fair, listen where thou art sitting under the glassy, cool, translucent wave and twisted braids of lilies, knitting, knitting the loose train of thy amber dropping hair. Very good. And I'm sorry?
One question. Twisted braids or lilies knitting? I don't understand then what mean.
Okay. All right. Okay, so twisted braids. Okay, now think of hair. Okay, because at the end, okay, he talks about hair. Okay, so in twisted braids of lilies. Okay, so think of lilies as flowers. Knitting, okay, the actual act of knitting, the loose train of thy amber dropping hair. So you can see someone, you can see Sabrina, and it's whimsical, okay, it's poetry language. Okay, so she's sitting under a glassy, cool, translucent wave, okay, like a wave of water perhaps. Now this is whimsical, it's not literal, okay, and there's lots of lilies all around her, and she's knitting her hair, okay, or she's playing with her hair or even braiding her hair. Okay, so it's a pretty whimsical piece. All right, so if you get a chance, watch the movie and pay attention to how the actors read those lines. They got paid a lot of money to read the lines. Okay, very good. Okay, everyone's doing an excellent job so far. Okay. All right, so let's just skip to the last lines of the movie, okay? And this is going to be the last line that we're going to read from here, and then we're going to move on to our play. Okay, Joao. Joao, can you read Sabrina's last line, please?
Yes. Once sorry. Once upon a time, on the north shore of Long Island, not far from New York, there was a very, very large mansion, almost a castle, and on this very large estate lived a small girl, and life was pleasant there and very, very simple. But then one day, the girl grew up and went beyond the walls of the grounds and found the world.
Okay, very good. Great job with your reading, Joao. Okay, now there are just two words that I'd like to have you repeat again, to have you repeat for me. Okay, the words island.
Island.
Island. Very good. Okay, that's here, Long Island. And also, I'd like to have you repeat the word castle. Castle.
Castle.
Yes, that was beautiful. Good job. Okay, I could definitely hear the improvement. Okay, very good. Okay, and finally, Victor, can you please read Sabrina's last lines for me?
Okay. Once upon a time, on the north shore of Long Island, not far from New York, there was a very, very large mansion, almost a castle, and on this very large estate lived a small girl, and life was pleasant there and very, very simple. But then one day the girl grew up and went beyond the walls of the grounds and found the world.
Very good. Excellent job. Okay, Haide. Haide. Based on these last lines, what do you think was the moral or the point of these last lines? What is Sabrina really saying here?
Mhm. Important phrase. What?
Okay, sure, I can definitely repeat. Okay, so listening to what Sabrina says here,
Mhm.
what is her point? What do you think she's saying here?
Uh-huh. Um, the girl grew up and went beyond the world of the ground and found the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So does it sound like this was that the movie had a happy ending, Haide?
I'm not sure I'm happy or not because she is the rich family's daughter. So if she stay at home, didn't know about the world, even it's happy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If
Okay.
the girl knew the world, it's starting off sad or a lot of things. Yeah, I'm even happy, but something sad. Many things happened after that.
Okay. All right. So it may not she may not have lived a fairy tale life. Okay, but she did learn a lot in life. And so, yeah, so on the one hand, it was very good for her because she learned how to come out of her very, very simple world and learn how people are, learn about life and love. Okay, so she learned some life lessons. So sometimes those lessons can be pleasant and sometimes they can be very hard, but you learn. Okay, very good. So I won't tell you how the movie ends or what she decides to do. So just in case you actually want to see the movie, I won't spoil it for you. Okay, very good. All right, well, our next step, well, before we move on, does anyone have any questions about our exercises so far? Or any questions about any of the words or anything? Or is everybody good so far? Okay, all right, I don't hear any questions. Okay, so the next thing
Uh,
we're going to do, we have
Sorry, Carissa.
Yes, please.
I found two versions of Sabrina. One is 1954
Uh-huh.
and
Uh-huh.
second 1994,
Yeah.
95.
Yes. Yes. So the one that
Which
we
one
just
I have
read,
to see?
well, it depends on you. It depends on you. The one from the 1950s um, is a bit more innocent, and it has when she goes away, she goes to cooking school. Okay, and her mentor, I think, is one of her cooking instructors. Okay, in the 95 version, she goes to Paris. Okay, but in that one, she goes to a fashion design company, Vogue, and she doesn't speak any French. So she has a few trials there, and she has a female mentor, and she also comes across a male friend while she's there. So it's a bit more modern, but the movies that I watch and recommend are PG. So you won't find anything strange or rare in them or offbeat or off color in them. So it just depends on what you like. I think the first version is even in black and white, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay,
So it's just up to you. I actually preferred the 1995 version.
okay, thank you.
Yeah, I actually haven't watched it in a while. I think I might watch it. I think I might watch it again soon. All right, very good. Okay, so we just have a short time. I think we will just have time to look at one of the plays. All right, so we are 7. And okay, so let's take a look. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pass you a link. Okay, so everyone check the chat box for me. Okay, and if you're not able to see, can everyone see the Verbaling chat?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
we can.
Okay, very good. Okay, so when you see the link, go ahead and open the link, and you will see the play that we're going to read. And I want to go ahead and assign the lines. Okay, so that was the first one. Let me make sure that I've got it. Okay, so just let me know when you're all able to see the lines to the script. Okay, it should be The Baker's Dozen, A St. Nicholas Tale. Okay, can everyone see it?
Caris, I haven't link.
Okay,
No.
you don't have the link. Okay, so let's see. So it's in the Verbalink chat. Scroll all the way down to the bottom of the Verbalink chat. Okay, and it should be there. Okay, if it's not, then let me put it in the other chat, and then let's see if we can all get it.
Now I can see the link.
Okay. Okay, so when you can all see it, please let me know.
No. I don't see.
I can. I can.
I can.
Okay. All right. Now I think someone told me that they could not see the link. Is anyone having a hard time opening the link?
I haven't link.
Okay. Okay, Irina, can look on the side, scroll over to the side, and you'll see a blue icon that has a V on it. Okay, that's the Verbalink chat. Okay, if you press on that link, not the link, but that button, okay, you should see where it says, you'll see Miguel Angel. He said hello to me. And then right under that, you'll see my name and you'll see the link. It says HTTP, and then it has the link. Okay, so go ahead and check for it. All right, and I feel that everyone else has the link. So let's go ahead and assign our characters. Okay, because we're getting a little short on time, and I want to make sure that we can get a read. Okay, so I'm sorry? Okay, so we have 4 narrators. Okay, so let's have Cesare. Can you please be narrator 1?
Yeah.
Victor, can you please be narrator number 2?
Okay.
Joao, can you please be narrator number 3? And let's see, let's have Miguel Angel, please be narrator number 4. All right, and then we have our woman, okay, and the woman, okay. Let's have Eva. Eva.
Okay.
Eva, can you please read the woman's part?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we're going to have a baker. Okay, and then let's see. Let's have Heidi. Heidi, can you be the baker? And okay, I think that's it. All right. Okay, so let's try it for now. Let's see if we can try the dialogue, or let's try the play. All right. So it starts at the top and with narrator 1.
Okay. In the Dutch colonial town later known as Albany, New York, there lived a baker, Van Amsterdam, who was as honest as he could be.
Each morning he checked and balanced his scales, and he took great care to give his customers exactly what they paid for, not more and not less.
Van Amsterdam's shop was always busy because people trusted him and because he was a good baker as well. And never was the shop busier than in the days before December 6th, when the Dutch celebrate St. Nicholas Day.
At that time of year, people flocked to the baker's shop to buy his fine St. Nicholas cookies.
Made of gingerbread, iced in red and white, they looked just like Saint Nicholas as the Dutch know him.
Tall and thin, with a high, red, vicious cap and a long red vicious cloak.
One St. Nicholas Day morning, The baker was just ready for business when the door of his shop flew open.
In walked an old woman wrapped in a long black shawl.
I have come for a dozen of Saint Nicholas cookies. Oh no, no, that's the woman. That was the woman part.
I have come for a dozen of your Saint Nicholas cookies.
I asked for a dozen. You have given me only 12.
Okay.
A man everyone knows about the dozen is 12.
Eva?
Sorry, but I say a dozen is 13. Give me one more.
Van Amsterdam was not a man to be at foolishness.
Madam, my customers get exactly what they pay for, not more and not less.
Then you may keep the cookies.
She turned to go, but stopped at the door.
Van Amsterdam, however honest you may be, your heart is small and your fist is tight. Fall again, mount again, learn how to count again.
Then she was gone.
From that day, everything went wrong in one Amsterdam bakery.
His bread rose too high, and not too old.
His pies
Go ahead.
his pies were sour or too sweet.
His cakes crumbled or were chewy.
His cookies were burnt, oh doughy.
His customers soon noticed the difference. Before long, most of them were going to other bakers.
That old woman had bewitched me. Is this how many honesty is rewarded?
A year passed.
The baker grew poorer and poorer.
Since he told little, he baked little, and his shelves were nearly bare. His last few customers slipped away.
Finally, on the other day before St. Nicholas Day, not one customer came to Van Amsterdam shop.
At day's end, the baker sat alone, staring at his unsold St. Nicholas cookies.
I wish St. Nicholas could help me now.
Then he closed his shop and went sadly to bed.
That night, the baker had a dream. He was a boy again, joining a crowd of happy children, and there in the midst of them was Saint Nicholas himself.
The vicious white horses stood beside him, each basket filled with gifts. Nicholas pulled out one gift after another and handed them to the children.
But Van Amsterdam noticed something strange. No matter how many presents Nicholas passed out, there were always more to give.
In fact, the more he took from baskets, the more they seemed to hold.
Then Nicholas handed a gift to Van Amsterdam. It was one of the baker's own Saint Nicholas cookies.
Van Amsterdam looked up to thank him, but it was no longer St. Nicholas standing there.
Smiling down at him was the old woman with the long black shawl.
Van Amsterdam awoke with a start. Moonlight shone through the half-closed shutters as he lay there, thinking.
I always give my customers exactly what they pay for, no more and not less. But why not give more?
The next morning, Saint Nicholas Day, the baker rose early.
He mixed his gingerbread dough and rolled it out.
He molded the shapes and baked them.
He iced them and read and write to look just like a Saint Nicholas.
And the cookies were as fine as any he had made.
Van Amsterdam had just finished when the door flew open. In walked the old woman with the long black shawl.
I have come for a dozen of your St. Nicholas cookies.
In great excitement, Van Amsterdam counted out 12 cookies.
And one more.
This shop, from now on, a dozen is 13.
You have learned to count well. You will certainly be rewarded.
She paid for the cookies and started out, but as the doors went shut, the baker's eyes seemed to play a trick on him.
He thought he glimpsed the tail end of a long red cloak.
As the old woman foretold, Van Amsterdam was rewarded. When people heard he counted 13 as a dozen, he had more customers than ever.
In fact, Van Amsterdam grew so healthy that the other bakers in town began doing the same.
From there, the practice spread to other towns, and at last through all the American colonies.
And this say, this whole 13 became the baker's dozen.
A custom common for over a century.
And I live in some places to this day.
Okay, very good. Excellent job here with the reading of this play, everybody. Okay, good. All right, so let's talk about some things that I noted. Okay, all right. In your reading, okay, good. I see Muhammad has joined us. Hello, Muhammad. Okay, in your reading, basically your reading was very good. Okay, it was accurate. I noticed that everyone read just what was there on the screen. Okay, no one added any additional information. Okay, some things that I do want to mention. Here's something that I noticed often is the pronunciation of some of the words with the ed endings. Okay, so for example, wrapped. Wrapped. Okay, I think I was hearing rapid. Okay, so that is pronounced wrapped. Okay, and it's the same with words like crumbled. Okay, I'm going to type that here. Crumbled. Okay, that has a softer ending. Crumbled. Crumbled. And let's see, some of the other ones that I heard. Checked. Checked. Note. And, yep, okay, so those were the ones. Okay, so checked, balanced, noticed. Okay, so just the pronunciation of those words with the ed endings.
Excuse me.
Yes,
Carissa,
please.
sorry. Are you writing that words in the chat because I can see that?
Yes, I am. I'm writing them in the other chat. Sorry about that.
Where is the other chat? Because I can see only one and there is nothing there.
Okay, if you look on the left-hand side of the chat, okay, if you put your mouse, hover your mouse over the left side, you'll see a toolbar. And there is a little blue box with a V in it. If you click on that box, then it should open the Verbaling chat box.
Yes, now I can see it.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Thank
very
you.
good. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, good. So those are just a few words that you want to take care to pronounce the ed ending correctly. I will be doing a future class on the simple past tense, so please look out for that class. And in that class, you'll get some more practice with some regular and irregular past tense verbs. Okay. Otherwise, wow, very clear and accurate reading. Okay, there were just a couple of other words that I'm going to put here. They don't have to do with the ed ending, okay, but they are a little strange. Okay, that word is pronounced doughy, doughy. Okay, and here's another word for you, surely, surely. Okay, so those were just some of the words that I noted that I wanted to mention so that you would have the correct pronunciation. Okay, very good. Does anyone have any questions about our lesson today? Okay, again, the goals for our lesson today were to practice our pronunciation and our reading, and we used some lines from a couple of movies, from Forrest Gump and also from Sabrina, and we also practiced reading lines in a play, okay? All right, very good. Well, if there aren't any more questions, if you'd like to have a one-on-one lesson with me, go ahead and sign up for that on the Verbaling website. Also, please look out for my future classes. I want to thank everyone for joining me here. Your hard work made the class very interesting. Have a great day, everyone, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you
Okay,
very
bye
much,
bye.
teacher.
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye. See you.
You're welcome. See you soon.